decisions. That was a good decision.
Well, here we are, 2018 FLW Tour event, Lake Okeechobee. We have ourselves our first champion, Tim Frederick.
Yes, sir.
You did it, man. Not only was it a close weigh-in, but you dropped a beast of a fish, which probably actually helped seal the deal for you.
Yes, Lord, yes. Oh, it absolutely did, no doubt about it. Just to stick in there all day long with very few bites.
Yeah.
And then the bite I get at the end of the day was, you know, basically a 9-pounder. Man, that, like I said, that's a $100,000 fish to me.
Woo!
I still didn't know. It was so close. I was scared the whole time in the weigh-in.
What's that?
This is nerve-wracking right here. Me and Smitty were talking back and forth, and we knew it was going to be ounces. We just didn't know how close.
All right, here we go. You need 18 pounds and 12 ounces. Tim Frederick, 5 today, worth 19 pounds, 14 ounces. Your champion is Tim Frederick of Leesburg, Florida. Wow!
I was fortunate to come out on the top of that deal, and Brian Schmidt, I can't say enough about him. He's a class act. You know, he was congratulating me beforehand and after. It just that's what FLW and the tour anglers do. They want to win. I want to win, but we have each other's back, and you know, I just think it's an awesome thing. It's like a big family, and I'm blessed to be on top this week.
Well, we got ourselves a Florida hammer. We're gonna go out on a Florida lake, and we're gonna see how you did it, man. So let's hit the water.
Let's do it.
All right, Tim, we just pulled in to where you basically camped all week.
Yeah.
We got some reeds, some pencil reeds in front of us.
Yeah, man.
We got us the little rig you did work with this week.
Strike King
Some
shimmy
stick
sticks.
work, shimmy sticks.
Yep.
Tell me about it. What are we doing?
Well, when we pull up on an area of reeds like this, pitch to the ends first. And then if you have any like points that stick out further than the rest, those are what I call just the magic areas of the patch. You know, it's your high percentage areas, fish will spawn on them. So basically I just go through it and work as many of those in a day as I can.
Okay.
Just stick to the high percentage stuff, and hopefully by the end of the day you have 5 and they're the right ones.
I like it.
Yeah, man. Sometimes on these windy conditions, the fish want to set up on the outer edge of it, but when it's really bad and blowing or boat pressure, they will move up into the heavier stuff. So you can't not fish it. You just hit the high percentage areas first. You're gonna see, and we're using a 3/16 ounce tour grade tungsten. It's a silty bottom, so anything heavier, you're gonna come back with a lot of silt and stuff on your bait, which is what made it so difficult to feel the fish. You see how the wind, this is how the wind blew, except the different direction.
Right.
And it's hard because when you're throwing with the wind, when you're lifting and feeling the bottom, the current of the waves is pushing your line up, so it's actually bumping your worm over the stuff where you don't get the feel as you would if you were pulling with the wind. Right. Yeah. So just pitch it out there to your hole and let it. I soak it before I even move it. I'll let it sit there for 4 or 5 seconds. That way, if you spook a fish when it lands, it gives them time to kind of return and see what that was. Because these are pretty much spawning fish, and then you're just dragging in a feel. And when you get next to one of those reeds and you feel something stiff, just kind of shake it and bounce it on it and let it sit there a minute, because it's usually what it is they fan the root system out. And that would be a bed. And
then how far do you fish it back? I mean, is it one of those?
Probably when I'm about 15 feet away from them, I'll go ahead and wind it.
Just reel in and do another pitch?
Yep. So basically what I'll do is after we fish this patch, I'll just power pole up, go to the next one, set up and do the same thing. There's hundreds of patches out here.
Yeah.
And I think I have fished every one of them. It's so weird. Even the ones out in the middle of the bay, in practice, were holding big fish and nobody was touching them. So I started finding cover out in the middle where no one was and started catching them pretty good. Then I turned around and here comes a few other boats. I said, well, secret's out. Yeah, they get a little tricky sometimes to get out of.
A lot easier with a fish on the other end.
Yeah, because he'll bring it out for you. That's a good point, because I do use small line. I use 15-pound fluorocarbon around this stuff, and most people think I'm crazy, but when you get bit, typically she swims out, and you get her in open water. So it's worked out well for me. I'm not saying it'll never happen where they try to go right back through the stuff, but I did miss a big one yesterday, but it didn't break me off. I thought it did. This broke one off. Nope, he just come unpinned, that's all. Oh. Unreal.
When you look at the amount of guys that come down, you know, they're fishing braid and stuff in this big nasty stuff.
Yeah.
Probably gives you a little bit of an advantage too.
I feel like I get way more bites than the average guy because fluorocarbon, you know, you look, this water's pretty clean, even though it's dark. It's your line's virtually invisible.
Yeah.
Braid, you can see. To me, I mean, that's just me. I feel like it'll give you, if it gives me 2 extra bites in a day, that's 2 more shots at a big fish. That's right. We're gonna drift down here. If you look, you'll see some scattered ones out here in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
I like that stuff.
I'd love to see you catching like a 9 or 10. I mean, I would love to catch a 9 or 10, but I would love to just watch it happen. Yeah, buddy. Not even a little one. Not even a little one. Boom.
That's why we're doing this. That's why we're doing this right here. Boy, I would have liked to have had you yesterday too. Turns out I didn't need you, but boy, I sure would have made me feel a little better going in.
Dang, dude.
That's where it's about.
If there was a better way to end a day 5, I don't know what it is, because that's a beautiful fish, doing exactly how you caught him this tournament.
That's right.
And man, I can't say congratulations anymore.
I thank you so much. I thank all of you, FLW, the whole staff, everything. Everybody's been so great to me, and I thank you for that. I look forward to the future.